So I've been thinking about. So we've been doing the comparisons and everything on every episode.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about it.
Very true.
Because I always wanted to do an NBA players to plugins,
Whoa.
but now I want to do NBA players to DAWs because I know who FL is.
NBA players to DAWs?
Yeah, FL Studio is Draymond Green.
Because they be punching every one of us in the freaking face.
That's good.
In the
FL
freaking
Studio is
face.
Draymond Green. No, but in reality, we're really LeBron. And I'm dead serious.
No, yeah,
I'm dead serious.
no.
We're LeBron.
So
You could be MJ.
Can I ask something?
You could be MJ.
Can I ask something?
Pro Tools is MJ.
I'll be LeBron though.
Because everyone argues about my legacy, but I know deep down I am still the most beloved.
But I know nobody compares FL and Pro Tools like that. Like the way we compare LeBron and MJ, so we can't.
Ooh, that's a
I
good.
can't
That's
be-
good.
I'll
That
be-
was
I'll
good.
be-
That was really good. That was really good.
They are Draymond Green.
We're
FL
not
is Draymond Green.
All right.
Yes, you
All
are.
right, let's do only Warriors players. Since there's
Okay, so
so
we're
many
talking
players.
Jordan.
Okay.
Jordan.
Warriors players.
Okay.
We're not Draymond. We're Clay.
That's not true.
Ableton is Clay.
Ableton
No.
is
Ableton
That's not
is
true.
Klay
That's
Thompson.
not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not
You're
true.
lying.
That's not true. That's
So
not true.
who
That's
are
not
you
true.
then?
That's not true.
Nigga,
I'm not gonna hold
Andrew
you.
Bogut.
I'm about to make a very hot take right now.
disrespect.
I'm about to make a very hot take right now. And you know me as a Golden States fan. FL is Curry.
Stop.
Wait, can you listen to me? Can you
Okay,
listen to me?
I'll
Can you
listen to you.
Can
I'll let you
listen to me?
finish.
Can
I'll
you
let you
listen to me?
finish. Game wrong.
And Pro Tools is Klay Thompson. Let me ask y'all why.
wrong.
Let me ask y'all why. And if y'all are true Curry fans, y'all will answer this honestly.
We're audio nerds.
It's the bottom of the. It don't matter.
It don't matter. We're
It's the
correlated.
bottom of the fourth, and you really trust in one of those two to make that last clutch bucket. Who you trusting, Curry or Clay? And I swear, if y'all say Curry, y'all are lying to yourselves.
That's cap. I would say Curry all
You know
day.
why? You know why
you're
FL
not.
is? You know why FL's
Clay
Curry?
makes more hits.
Can I tell you
more
why FL's
shots.
Curry? So FL is Stephen Curry because we truly changed the game.
Whoa.
For the
Whoa.
I think Stephen Curry. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Whoa.
Stephen Curry is the most influential player in the last 20 years. I feel like FL Studio opened the doors for so many young, new producers to just try music,
You're
and we're the
making a
reason
good
why
point.
a bunch of people.
You're making a good point. So what is Pro Tools? Steve Kerr?
Yes, you got a coach.
I kind of like that. Cause we kind of taught y'all, we kind of gave y'all
That's true.
everything. I
That's
want to say
true.
we,
That could
like
be-
we were the
that's
beginning
true.
dog. Like to me, right? Like when it came to like we used to see like this. Pro Tools was so ahead of their time with just digital recording that basically, yeah, the only way I can look at it is everybody. Not saying everybody is sons of them, but for the most part, we learned so much things from that DAW that's how all the other DAWs kind of started to come about.
So maybe in that sense, y'all could be Iggy.
No, yeah,
Because
Did
people
you
like
just say
Iggy.
with Iguodala?
Because people like Iguodala for
Hey,
what
you
he's
guys-
done,
he still
for
got
what he's done.
MVPs.
But they're like, I feel like, for me, I know I'm trying to move on from Iguodala, and people are looking at me like, whoa, bro, but Iggy's Iggy. Like you're wilding. He's done so much for y'all, and I'm like, I mean, is he doing anything now?
I got one.
And I love you, Iggy. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I
Iggy's my
understand
favorite
what you're
player.
saying. What you saying?
I think. Hear me out, and I'm not making a joke. Reason is Monte Ellis.
Oh, that's a joke. That's definitely a
Reason
joke.
is Monte
Reason is
Ellis?
Monte Ellis.
That's
You
a
know
joke.
why I believe
Reason
you?
was the
Because
shit
he was the
until-
he was
yeah.
the shit.
But he wasn't the chosen one.
But he wasn't the chosen one. But Reason, I'm not gonna lie. All the beats that was coming out of Reason though were OD. Like when I heard, I tried it. But
They're OD.
Logic is
Reason's-
Klay Thompson.
Shout out Illmind.
Logic is Klay
Logic is
Thompson.
Klay Thompson.
Yes.
So what you're saying is that
It's-
Logic.
I think Klay is
so
the
what
best
you're
all-around
saying-
on that
So
team.
what you're saying is that Logic makes more buckets on a consistent basis than whoever you're about to deem as Steph Curry. I want you to
Not
understand
that
that.
deep. Relax.
See, but no.
It is that deep. Though.
FL is Steph Curry.
Because what-
But you just called Logic
Here's
Klay
the issue.
Thompson.
Yes, because I think Logic is the best all-around dog, bro.
It is. Dang, that's my point.
But does it make more? But so then it makes more buckets than the rest of y'all shits. Because Klay makes more buckets than Curry.
No, because at the end of the day, Pro Tools is number
Consistently?
one. Pro Tools makes
Pro
the
Tools
most,
is
has the
Steve
most
Kerr. Pro
content
Tools has
out
the
of it.
most rings. Pro Tools is
Yes.
Steve Kerr. We know that right there.
Okay.
FL Studio is Stephen Curry because Stephen Curry changed the game, all of that, whatever. Klay Thompson, I think Logic is the best fucking answer for Klay Thompson.
I think he's right on that, man.
I don't think so. Because
Because it's the most well-rounded person.
So let me ask you. So let me ask you.
Let me say this last thing.
Okay, go ahead.
The reason why I say Logic, and we can end this. The
sure.
reason why Logic
Wait.
is Klay Thompson to me is because as far as the most well-rounded
Well-rounded.
player,
I feel you.
Klay
I
Thompson
feel
is known
you.
for his defense, and he's known for his offense. So when I think about somebody that's just going to be a good player all around, I
Is it
think
gonna be
about
Logic?
Klay as far as that's concerned.
So it's gonna be Logic for you.
He's Logic. Klay is Logic.
Okay. So
What is
then,
Ableton is not Draymond, are they?
so who's?
I like
but I
FL
want to
Studio
know
for Draymond, bro.
No.
Because everybody likes Draymond.
No, we don't.
Yes, y'all do.
No,
Well, not
no
even
one likes
before the
Draymond.
punching thing. We don't like Draymond.
No one likes Draymond.
We're out of here. All right, we're out of this particular.
I can't
Nah,
make
y'all
y'all
got
Adobe
salty on
audition
that
joke.
one.
Do you have your one gotta go? Or actually, excuse me. Welcome to the My Audio Nerds podcast,
Hello.
the podcast for audio nerds like yourself. Please make sure that you rate us on Apple Music as well as Spotify podcast. Also, thank you to everyone that's been supporting this podcast. It has been an immense journey. We've grown so much, and just thank you for all the engineers that follow us in the whole nine. So I really wanted to take that moment out because I feel like we didn't do that last time. But real talk, it's been overwhelming. We've been seeing everything. All the engineers that have been following us, all the producers, the whole nine that we respect that have been following us. So I just want to say thank you to y'all, and please make sure you rate and subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple.
Keep us alive.
I have a good, and this is the last one. I think Ableton is Andrew Wiggins, and hear me out. It took a while for Andrew Wiggins to finally find his place.
That's good.
Ableton was the DJ's thing, but then it turned. I think Ableton's Andrew Wiggins.
That's good.
I'm fine with that.
That's it. I'll leave it there.
I'm okay with
That's
that.
good.
Adobe Audition is Kevin Looney. Let's go.
I just know, but I need to know. You know what? This is an off-camera argument, so we're gonna come back to it at that point. So, Kevin Looney is crazy.
Relax, bro. For relax. Do you want to get into our topic, or you have a one gotta go?
Today we'll do a one gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you. I feel like I haven't given a one gotta. I've been giving like verses.
You've been giving verses, but let me give me a one gotta go.
So one gotta go. I'm gonna give you 4 elements of music creation.
Okay.
Pick one.
That has to go. It's crazy.
Pick one that you can keep third party. Everything else stock. So this is gonna be different between all of us because we have all different dogs.
So which one? So which one out of these 4 will we keep third party? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Delay, reverb, pitch corrector, EQ.
He's such a jerk.
Oh, that was good. That's a good question.
He's such a jerk.
Which one would I keep third party?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And the rest you got to use your stock delay, stock.
He's
reverb.
such a jerk. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I want to hear
to,
yours.
I have to go with pitch corrector.
That's probably
that has
gonna
to
be.
be third
That's gonna
party?
be mine too.
I would love to.
That's gonna be
switch
mine
over
too.
to actually, FL's picture isn't terrible.
Wait though. Does Pro Tools have a stock built-in pitch corrector?
No, it does not.
I know Logic does.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I know Logic does.
Stop right there. Because guess what? Pro Tools just announced the Melodyne integration, which I have.
That's stock now.
Because I did a webinar. So I did a webinar with Avid. Shout out to my people at Avid. Shout out my guy Gaurav.
I'm like,
let me say this. Man. I actually did a webinar with them, and I was privy and got my chance to get my hands on it. And the Melodyne integration in the Pro Tools.
Is it fire?
It's stock too.
Hard.
Insane. So basically, in Pro Tools, on every track, you can literally turn on Melodyne.
That's amazing.
On every track. So it's integrated into the thing. So I literally go to a vocal, I turn on Melodyne and literally pitch correct and move on. And I can leave the processing there and go back to it if I want. And I can commit the audio if I want to.
Can I make an argument against that? Well, not against that.
What?
But Logic not only has had something like that, but my take is I think Logic one is better. I think New Tone is it? No,
for sure.
New Tone what is it called?
For sure.
What is it called? Logic's. It's flex pitch.
Flex pitch.
My
God, Flex Pitch is really such an amazing plugin. I think it's better than Melodyne. I truly believe it's better than Melodyne.
Sure. Let me say this. I will say it's okay. So let me say this.
It's easier to use than
before
Melodyne.
The Melodyne.
It's easy for sure.
Before the Melodyne integration into Pro Tools, I will say the best stock pitch correction in a DAW
was Logic.
I'll give you that.
Without a doubt.
I think Logic still has the best built-in pitch corrector.
And it's
and auto pitch corrector too.
Come on, you can't beat that.
Here we go. Now we're on the same page because as far as an auto pitch corrector, that's where I say Melodyne isn't something I would use for auto pitch correction, right? Because that's not like a thing for it that I found so far. But when it comes to auto pitch correcting and it came to Logic stock, I was really impressed with that stock. I was like, oh shit, this is actually kind of cool.
Now that I think about it, I feel like no DAW but
Logic even has
a pitch corrector, a stock pitch corrector.
Because we have a stock pitch corrector too, but I think it's god awful.
Oh, that's crazy.
So what if I remove
that's
pitch
dedication?
Yeah, FL's it's called Pitcher, and I
what would you replace it with?
Really don't like
if you have to replace it, what would you
who
replace
has the monopoly? Auto-tune.
Auto-tune.
No, but like. Oh,
what you mean?
What you mean? No, I'm sorry. I'm saying if you had to take out. I thought you were saying if you had to take out the pitch correction category.
That's what he was saying.
Right? If I had to take out the
so what would you replace it with, or
you
leave it?
I would replace it. We got EQ, we got delay, we got reverb.
Which one could I keep stock?
Compression.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Which one could you keep third party?
Golly.
Compression.
Really?
No way. Not for me.
I'm keeping my stock. All right, for
Not for me.
FL Studio, I'm keeping the parametric EQ 2. I love it.
Facts.
I'm
think
keeping the Fruity Delay 3 and the Delay Bank. I love those.
I think you should. Are you keeping the
It
fruity
comes
reverb?
down to compressor versus reverb.
Are you keeping the fruity reverb?
I think the reverb is good enough.
I thought about saying I think you should too. I think you can too.
He likes that. I say my compression because guess what? If I don't have the right compressors, bro, I am not getting that mix is not going to get where I needed to get.
But guess what? And that's true. But that's you. And no offense to y'all. That's you on Pro Tools. You're screwed.
Yeah, that's true.
Ableton's compressor.
I'm not really that screwed though. Hold on.
Okay, what's up?
Because we have Bomb Factory. We have a few stock things that people are not even privy to. We have like a stock 76. But like I said,
for sure. And I've seen it.
Can
you clip in any of your stock compressors?
In any of my stock compressors, can I clip? Well, here's what I'll say about that.
Okay.
I know how to clip in a regular compressor.
But can you soft clip?
No. So technically, yes, I can. Hold on.
Okay.
Because here's something really nerdy. If you're trying to soft clip, right, all you need is a compressor that has a knee function, a ratio function, the threshold, and that's it. And when I say knee, is the difference between it being hard and soft. Because long story short, all I got to do is make a soft knee, a really hard ratio, and that's technically soft clipping. So I can create a soft clipper if I wanted to. Of course, it's not the one we want.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, do you have a dedicated? Like, do any of your stock compressors have a dedicated soft clipping?
Fruity soft clipper?
No,
we do.
Fruity soft clipper is
yeah. Fruity soft clipper is one of the greatest stock. Like, they have a dedicated stock soft clipper.
I would use your soft clipper.
But then again, we don't have a dedicated noise gate plugin.
You don't have a noise gate plugin?
Yo, we have to go to our limiter.
So now, can I say before we get back to and finish these answering, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. All y'all does, all your noise suppressor and gate stock options, trash. Pro Tools,
relax.
Compared to
Ableton,
compared to yours,
no one has everyone's gate option is trash.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Y'all gotta improve that. I just want to see one dog
somebody from
get that stock gate that's
can I
fire.
tell you something?
I want to
Courtney,
see it.
I'm gonna ease about Ableton today because I'm not gonna lie. Adobe Audition was on my neck in them comments, so I'm killing them all week.
We're gonna kill.
And Bitwig. Those are the two DAWs honorable mentions that people have been talking. Bitwig and Audio.
People are mad that we don't speak about them.
Cakewalk.
I never use Cakewalk. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
I don't know. Sonar. I know about Sonar. I heard a lot of people in film, like post production, will use Sonar a lot.
Yeah,
what's
the
the on the phones that everybody's using?
The phone?
BandLab?
Oh, BandLab? I seen a few people talk. No, I seen some jokes. People said, yo, y'all ain't talking about BandLab, and I was like, all right, relax.
That's OD.
But nobody's defending Auto-Tune.
Can I say this? Yeah. Our comment culture, like y'all watching,
is disrespectful.
Is nuts.
It's disrespectful. Like, yo, real talk, y'all cannot. My fault to cut you. Y'all cannot discourage other dogs that way, bro.
Y'all be shitting
That's
on other
OD,
dogs.
bro.
Yo, I don't like y'all.
Not
real talk. I love y'all. I love the comments. Where's my kid? Right there. Y'all cannot keep tagging Behringer. This is supposed to be an inside joke. This is supposed to be an inside joke. Come on, man. Come on.
We love all companies. Everyone
has
a
lovely
potential.
environment.
Somebody said Behringer really got a Behringer really got a 2A. You deserve better, King.
All right, we gotta relax.
I'm done.
We have to relax.
What's my question for? Wait, so what's your answers?
So my answer is, as far as what I would have third party, it would be my compression. My compression needs to be third party because there's so many compressors that add so much different saturation and the way it reacts that it's unmatched. I will say this again, once again. Logic has some of the best stock compressors that I've ever used because they have compressors in there that I've seen that are like tube modeling or
for sure
or different.
Yes,
they
sir.
have vintage, like they have good, like a plethora of different, options with their compression that I don't see in other DAW. So once again, I'm bigging up Logic because stock wise, I can survive in Logic.
You definitely can.
Apple would fucking figure it out.
Because they understand sound. They understand sound.
We forget.
They understand sound.
Apple is Logic.
We can't tag Logic in our
They
reels
understand
without.
sound.
We have to tag Apple, and I don't even bother.
You know what people don't realize?
Apple
Like
figured it out,
and I could be very wrong about this.
What?
But if I'm thinking right, I think I'm remembering this right. In Full Sail, people used to really educate us on the fact that Deadpool 1, for those of you that seen both movies, I don't know about Deadpool 2. Deadpool 1 was edited on Final Cut Pro. And when I heard that, I was like, there's no excuse anymore. There's no excuse.
Funny because in Full Sail, they made us use a lot of Final Cut Pro. They made us use Pro Tools and Final Cut Pro.
To edit. And then towards the finals is when, by the way, Avid, media composer.
Yeah, media composer.
And I'm like, you shouldn't have waited that long to show us that after you said, you can get by on Premiere Pro and Final Cut.
It was too late.
You know, for sure. Y'all don't realize Apple, like, when it comes to entertainment, bro, Apple got that shit on lock.
But here's the other thing what people don't know about Pro Tools. Pro Tools is so dope when it comes to post-production.
Facts.
That's what all the movies and stuff is
made in. Yes.
Everything is post-production is done there. Because for me, I'll be honest, when I do a voiceover work, because I have like a video, right? Import that thing right into Pro Tools.
It's easy.
It comes up nice and easy, and I do my voiceovers. Bro, it's amazing.
Mad
and that's
easy.
where the bread and butter for Pro Tools really resides. That's why I say, here's my thing with Pro Tools. They are so good at what they do.
For sure.
That I always look at them and say, yo, if you only just invested some time into this production side,
that's all it takes.
It would be
That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's what we just talked about.
So that's
what we just talked about.
That's why I'm such an advocate for them,
about.
because I'm like, yo, this is, when I look at all the DAWs, I go, which one could be perfect?
Pro Tools. Which one could be Pro Tools? I'm
like, this one could be perfect, bro.
Because at the same time, if FL invested a little...
Into what?
If you're
editing a movie, hold on. If you editing a movie in FL Studio,
I'm talking about...
You need to jump. You need to get off the ledge, bro. Get off the ledge, bro.
Whoa.
You're gonna edit a film in FL.
I was going to say, and I'm only speaking about audio and music creation. Right. If we invested time into getting this recording shit down pat, and we're damn near there.
That's facts.
Y'all are not damn near there.
Yes, we are.
I'm not there.
FL recording has gotten so much better, bro.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm telling you what it is between the doors is just the little knickknacks and small like interferences in between. Me and Drew literally just had this conversation. About what? I agree with Levens, because for the simple fact, Ableton could really compete with Logic and Pro Tools as long as they fix their fucking monitoring issue. I'm sorry for the language.
I got more to fix than just monitoring.
It's not,
but it's a big issue.
I promise you, bro. If we had the proper monitoring, what you hear coming into a mix in Ableton is freaking fire, bro. Our only problem is monitoring.
Wait, explain.
Bro, the way that
it's fire.
It's kind of like the way, I guess it's like the way your input monitoring is set up and all the other stuff.
Like regardless, for some reason, something is built in within the algorithm that once we monitor, once we arm the track that we're trying to record into, it enforces like automatic latency. It's like, we can't
Y'all niggas got premium latency in your DAW?
We have premium latency.
Excuse my language.
No. We definitely, your language is fine. We have premium latency. I know that's not what you're talking about, but yes, we have premium latency.
You have a latency issue in your DAW?
It enables it when we monitor. When we monitor.
So when you play back?
Yeah, that's why.
Or when you're playing back and recording?
That's why. No. That's why you called me a psycho for so long. And he was like, you record without hearing yourself? Yes, because if I hear myself, I'm gonna be late in Ableton.
So you guys have
automatically.
Y'all don't have a very low latency kind of situation?
We have a reduced latency when monitoring option, and it still is noticeable latency.
Wow.
No offense.
No, can I say something?
Bro.
Can I say something? Because a lot of Ableton people have been killing you for spreading misinformation. So is it your computer? Are you running on 4 gigs of RAM or not, bro?
It's not my computer, bro. I promise you.
Because
it's really that.
They really don't like what you be.
It's really that.
You expose the flaws of your DAW. I don't.
I know.
I expose my flaws.
I don't. I'm being real.
For y'all trying to kill me and talk about, you don't gotta do that left-right stuff. Oh, you just hit the mono button in the utility plugin. That's collapsing both of your channels. So your audio sounds whack. Stop doing that.
How you the general, but you get mad at your soldiers?
No. But here's the thing. He's being honest about the things. Because at the end of the day, guess what? I'm being honest about my DW and the flaws.
Yeah. I don't want you to
So you're trying to say I'm not being honest?
No, I don't think FL Studio people are ever honest about their DAW.
Oh, word?
I've never said that.
I'm not saying that. The most dishonest people.
Give me proof.
With a DAW,
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Give me an example.
I'm done.
Okay, so I'll give you an example. And then we got to move on. I'll give you an example. When I look at and we talk about your routing,
it's amazing.
The routing in FL Studio is amazing.
Hold on, let me open.
That is. All right, we're done.
No, let's open it up.
I'm moving on. No.
Show my screen.
Let's open it up.
Show my screen, right?
And show the little. You showing the screen? You showing the screen? Show the little dangly.
So first of all, any track can be a send, bro. So look, if I wanted this to go into the 4, right?
Show me the dangly thing.
Look, the wires.
The wires.
The little dongles.
That shit just bounced a little.
Yeah, the shit bouncing. Yeah. Show me the dangly thing. Exactly. But you're supposed to be your TT cables. Let me see. Disgusting. Look at your routing.
Yo, shout out.
You showed that?
Yo,
shout out. You could take it off his FL Studio.
Shout out Image Line for perfecting bounce physics and DAWs. I did not know that's what we needed.
That's hard. That was funny.
Animes don't be bouncing that well.
We do not be bouncing that well as the FL Studio wires. Come on.
We are done.
You know it.
We are done here.
You know it.
Leavins, thank you very much for that engaging
It's fine,
section.
though.
That
It's
was
fine,
great.
though.
That was amazing. I'm ready to move on to our topic. So the topic that I wanted to bring to you guys today was one that, with time, has been changing. Are big format studios dying? And when I say big format studios, I'm talking about the studios that we know that we pay maybe $250 an hour for, that we go into, large studio, bunch of engineers. Is that type of business, is the big
Business space
studios
dying.
fading away?
That business stays relevant as long as we keep them relevant. And no disrespect to big studios at all, but we've proven over the years that you do not need a big studio to create not only a well-sounding record,
Very true.
but a great record in the first place. We look at all these success stories, and these are record. Lupe Fiasco just did a whole album off a USB mic into GarageBand.
in
Which
a
is
week, in his
crazy.
crib.
In his crib.
Nuts.
So I
In a
think,
week.
you know what I think it really comes down to? I think it comes down to a quality situation, right? Where we say, can you obtain a similar form of quality in your home as opposed to a large studio, right?
But you'll, yep, go.
So when I
Before
say
I
that,
continue.
yes, all good. So when I say that, I say to myself, is that the case? Is that possible? And I say, I can cut a vocal in my crib that I feel like
Can
is
compete.
right, that I can compete, right?
Yeah.
Totally. I totally feel that. I feel very comfortable in saying that. And I think I could. When I, for instance, I remember what changed my whole mindset about this was when I seen, it was a Lil Wayne documentary. It was when he was at the peak of his career, and he was recording his verse for Swagger Like Us. And he was on an inbox, and he was on, I don't even know what the mic, a Neumann. He was like a Neumann in an inbox. He
Yep.
recorded it in his
In his
hotel
crib-
room.
In his hotel room, yeah.
And that threw me off, because I was like, that vocal, that big
Sounds
song,
like that.
right? And that's what made me really get in the mixing, because I said, oh, anything is possible here if you know what you're doing. Right. So for me, as far as the big studios, I think there's a trade-off that's happening where it's like, we're going to those studios more for an aesthetic.
Yeah.
If you're not doing band work, if you're not doing stuff for a band, if you're not doing stuff for like acoustic stuff, then I'm gonna go. If you were just cutting vocals, then I'm not with the bigger studio. If we're just cutting vocals,
Yeah.
but if
Right.
we're doing music as far as instruments and recording,
Right.
I think those large studios still have a place.
I think to go further in what you're saying, I don't think in 2022 that big studios equal quality anymore.
At
Like,
all.
I agree.
too.
At all.
Because we went to LA together last year, and we were working with some really, really dope people. We made an incredible song, and it sounded amazing. It wasn't the studio high, I'm telling you, it sounded great. But we went into the car right after the session, and we played that MP3, and the
It
shit
was-
sounded. I'm of the ideology of I love creating in smaller studios. Now I
Yeah.
rarely go to big studios unless I have to. But if it's my choosing, I'd rather work in a small studio, because if you can make something sound like a hit record in some Yamahas,
Inside of small shit.
imagine what it would sound like in Barclays.
So here's my philosophy.
Right.
I don't like mixing on good speakers.
Okay.
And the reason why I don't like mixing on really high quality speakers is because what percentage of the world is going to hear it on those high quality speakers?
Yeah, but then that same way too, on the opposite end of that tidbit, you could tell you. I had to catch myself in language. You could tell people, you don't even have to mix on mid to bad speakers. You just mix on a mono source.
That too, and that's why a lot of people.
Just mix on a space where the majority of your mids is all you're hearing. Because what's happening on your iPhone, that's your mids.
Yeah.
What's happening on your computer, that's your mids. Like, it's all your mids.
So here's to piggyback on what you're saying.
I'm gonna get to Levin's point though.
Got
but
you.
Go ahead,
I'll
go
come
ahead
back.
First, yeah.
What's amazing about what you said is that is the philosophy behind the NS10s. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The speakers?
Some of the yes,
Yes.
some of the most famous speakers in the world, right? I remember
every
being in
big
school.
studio, yeah.
Everybody be like, I knew about the NS10s, and it was like, yo, those are the speakers you gotta have. And I remember the first time sitting in front of some NS10s, and I said, these sound horrible.
Yeah. And that's the
Why
point.
do we like these?
And that's the point.
And guess what? I had an engineer explain to me. He said, well, what you're not realizing is these speakers are very mid-range heavy. They have a certain response that translates
sir.
well
Yes,
to other
sir.
systems. So then I realized the philosophy with a lot of mixers with those NS10s was, if I can get it good sounding here, it's gonna sound amazing
Like,
in
for
other
example,
spaces.
For example, to piggyback off your thing, I think we
Y'all
go
just
back and forth all the
piggybacking
time.
back and forth. Y'all
It's
just
cool.
said
I'ma get-
piggyback
I got you.
back
I
and
got
forth.
you. I
No,
got
I'm just
your
saying. You said
back. I got your
piggyback,
back,
he said
FL. It's all
piggyback.
good.
So
It's
in
good
my
banter.
head,
It's
it's
good
like
banter.
stacking up,
I'm
stacking
about
up.
to get to you,
I
FLQ,
ain't mad at
right
it. It's
now. I
amazing.
got you.
Go ahead.
But we have this conversation a lot. When it comes to with the NS10s, Jesus, I'm blanking.
It's okay. With the NS10s and the philosophy behind them and it not sounding good, the Oratones, speakers are like mad expensive, but they sound not good. They're like a mono source speaker.
Yes. So when it comes to like the mid range of those, I really can't. I'm blanking that bad.
Got you. I got you.
I'll come back to
when
it.
it comes to when it comes to me mixing, right?
Yep.
I have 2 sets of speakers. I have my Yamaha HS5s.
Fuego.
Love those speakers, and then I have
Fuego.
my Adam T8Vs,
Yeah,
which
Adam
are
Audio T8V.
like the cheapest Adams you could probably buy. And the reason why I have those are very inexpensive speakers, is because they both sound extremely different. When I play my mix on those, when I press B and I listen to the Adams, completely different. When I go to my HS5s, they're very hype and excited. I hear a lot of my, so what I do is I fix my harshness in those HS5s, because those HS5s are very mid-rangey and bright. So I hear a lot of like pain and what I need to fix from a harshness standpoint in there.
Right.
Those T8s with the Adams, I notice a lot of low end. Like a lot. So when I know I'm like, oh, I got too much low end, or it's too boomy, those Adams usually tell me that. So when it comes to mixing, those sources are important to me to reference on so that I can understand my mix in different kind of environments and stuff like that.
Which you just now actually made me remember what I was about to say. When it comes to speakers and even headphones, just audio devices in general, or outputters that their specialty is replicating a flat spectrum response. A lot of people don't realize it, but like when they hear that crap, they like, oh man, it's kind of like whack. And I'm just like, no, this is like how the song was supposed to sound.
Right. A lot of people don't like the flat. People look for flat,
when
but when they hear
when
flat,
you go to the club, when you maybe kind of maybe not, because I don't know if car like radios come like built with presets and stuff like that.
They do.
But but I say I like most likely.
Yeah.
Even DSPs.
When you go to the club, like DSPs, club radios and all that stuff. Everything that you're hearing that specific song or your song on push through at that moment is being colored by something else.
Yes.
So
that's true.
It's not your song that's just like, oh dang, this sounds good on this speaker, but it's no. This system is coloring your sound
a certain way
differently than this system, bro.
That's true.
95% of the time, your mix doesn't matter outside of AirPods.
There you go. And he's
so
he's spitting.
That's something new I'm gonna be doing.
He's spitting.
Where I'm gonna be mixing, because I think one of y'all put me onto some new thing.
Steven Slate.
Yes.
The modeling headphones, they have
those shits are fire.
Basically in-ear headphones, and I think they're like $20 a month for like a year.
And it's an in-ear.
Yes.
And no, these are over-ear headphones, but they emulate so many different rooms. So you can get Abbey Road Studios, you can get Mike Dean Studios.
I was thinking Mike Dean's car,
You can
right?
get Mike Dean's Tesla. You can get AirPod
Fire.
Pros.
But
Fire.
let me say this
Fire.
about that technology. A lot of companies have that technology now.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Because there's a lot of companies that have hit us up on the HMD page that have been soliciting those
But I've
that
never
technology.
seen it paired with a hardware.
I've seen a few. Can I tell you
sure.
what a lot of them do? I've had some of them that approached us, and what they do is they on the start it says pick your headphones.
Pick your headphones, yes.
Yep.
And literally, it's
So I like that model better.
Me too.
Yeah,
It's
but
accurate.
On top of that,
More accurate.
there's more trust in Slate too, because look at their modeling mic.
Oh,
Look at
they
the modeling
kill.
mic, right?
So
I'm
why
I'm a
not
fan.
trust their modeling headphones? You know what I
I
mean?
get
So
that.
I super
love
agree
that,
with you.
and I know Waves does something like that.
Yes, they have one too.
Yes.
I told you a lot of them made those rooms.
And
those
then,
room
so then now
emulations.
let me help Levens' point. On my end of what you just asked for both of us, I agree with Levens fully. I personally believe, like as he said, it's there for whoever wants to achieve that quality, that sound, that pristineness. But as I also said to you a couple days ago, the audience, as you know, we refer to y'all,
Right.
They're getting smarter. And they're understanding things to the point where now the egregiousness in entertainment isn't the fact that you're lying. It's the fact that you're not lying well enough. Like you're lying,
Right.
you're creating this image, but I could tell you're creating that. That's crazy. But on the outside of it, when you're recording, you have stuff like Waves with the Clarity Vox.
Now that
And that's what I was
plug-in,
gonna say, right? That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say one thing you can't beat when it comes to these big studios is the room treatment. You can't beat room treatment.
Now acoustics,
You cannot beat acoustic treatment.
So-
That's not something that you can just
ignore.
And I'm not gonna lie, for the past 5 years, ever since I've been making music, I thought there's no way you could cheat that. Until Waves made Clarity Vox.
Hey.
And now you can cheat that.
Listen, that Clarity, if anybody, I'm not gonna lie,
Fire.
'cause
Fire.
Waves was telling me about Clarity Vox for a while. They was telling me about it, and I didn't pay it no mind, and I was late to the party. But now, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I need to put that on every podcast studio that we have. I need to be putting that on it because when I'm talking, it is voodoo, bro. Like the way it cleans out. I don't know how they figured this out.
I dismissed it because we have a bunch of cleaners. Like even Isotope has the shit.
But this one,
right? No.
It's OD, bro.
I'm about to say it's hard. It's hard.
There's two that I have to try. I have to try Auto-Tune Soft Soap. Soap. You have your Auto-Tune Soap?
Oh, you might have just leaked something. That ain't in my bundle.
It is in your bundle. It is in your bundle because I tried it too. It's in your bundle. It's in your bundle.
So we got the early bundle too. Yo, we might need to bleep this.
Can you be quiet?
Yes.
God damn.
Oh,
I don't know, but
soap. Yo, leaving.
We'll find out. I don't know the cut.
Just type in soap. Just type in soap.
RX, the ones that
RX
is really good.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's clarity.
I think clarity
that cracked that code.
Clarity cracked the code.
And I'm not gonna lie to you too. I'm not gonna lie to you too. Just from the functionality of terms of like go back to monitoring shit. Monitoring through clarity, I get it. Why regular clarity is like 30 versus like clarity pro that's like 250.
Oh, it's the big jump like that?
It's a huge jump, but it's live. And it's meant for you to monitor while you're doing this.
So it's for latency.
Dialogue.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Live? So that's why it's 250. Okay. Well,
good job, Waves.
I wonder
Love y'all,
if
but that's my answer.
So for somebody on a budget right now who's at home, like, all right, how does this help me? I have a badly treated room, right?
Okay.
Altron, RX, or no, Waves NX, that combo.
Waves NX?
What is that? What it's called?
Yeah, it's like NX, the headphone. Yeah.
No, not the
it's
NX. I'm sorry.
Tracker.
What's the?
Oh, the Clarity.
Clarity.
Okay.
Sorry,
Clarity VX, right, or something like
Clarity
that.
VX.
Yeah. So
fire.
And Altron.
Clarity plus the Altron or any type of. Yeah.
He's giving y'all the sauce, by the way.
Would that be a good budget option for someone who doesn't want to treat their room or have
personally,
a
for me, I would say yes.
Let me say this. I think if you are on a budget, absolutely.
For sure.
Right,
I think you're gonna take some sacrifices,
of course,
in your reporting from using that ball, as we spoke about, from the resonances.
The darkness of the recording.
Yeah, there's gonna be a little bit darker recording in the resonances, but for what you're getting as far as not having a room situation, it's definitely a bang for your buck. And we got to stop right there. That's our time.
It's hard,
I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was our podcast or Audio Nerds episode, basically about, is the studios dying? Is the big budget studios dying? And I think we've come to some type of conclusion where there still is a need for those big studios when it comes to maybe band recordings or just more or less acoustic stuff that you're probably trying to do, as opposed to cutting vocals. I think when it comes to cutting vocals, I think that's a kind of a one that can play both sides of the coin, where I feel like you can get a high quality vocal that rivals a big studio in your home. Like, I really do believe that with equipment and recording things correctly.
Without a doubt.
That was our episode. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you rate us on Spotify and Apple. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. Please comment. We love to get your comments and understand what you guys want to see more of. That was our time. This is the My Audio Nerds podcast. Until next time, you guys.